What is up, guys? We are back for another meal prep. We're going to make some food. We're going to get some food in this belly. We're going to crush it. It's going to be good. And today is a day. Today's a cool day, guys. It is an exciting day. It's a day of firsts, a day of many firsts, I guess. We're having a good Monday. I'm excited it's Monday. I'm always excited that it's Monday because I get to work out. I get to work out today. 2 rest days in a row. Technically, we didn't take a rest day Saturday. We did 501 burpees and it was not glorious, but we got it done anyway. But let's make sure, we should have checked this stuff before we started, but make sure the audio is good. Everything is exactly how we want it. And it is. So guys, it's time to do dishes again. We got to do some dishes. But today is Monday, guys. Happy Monday to everybody. What is up? How is your Monday going so far? Mine is going fantastic. We are in love with our Monday so far. We are going to get started on some meal prep. So we're going to make breakfast. It is 9:36 this morning. Guys, when I tell you we've been productive today, we have been productive. We woke up a full hour before our alarm went off and we made full advantage of it. We took full advantage of that hour. Woke up at 6 a.m. Alarm was set for 7. We haven't slept very well the past 2 nights. In general, sleep quality, like just this phase of life is very stressful, but sleep quality has been bad. But what we are doing is we're trying to take it like one day at a time. But the burpees on Saturday made the sleep quality even worse. It has been rough. I'm sore. I'm not sleeping real well. Very uncomfortable. We did 501 burpees for time. We did the last 51 with a weight vest, a 20-pound vest. Like, it is what it is, right? Fully to be expected, but whatever. Anyway, guys, that's what we're doing. Full productive Monday. Woke up at 6 a.m. and it was amazing. So now we get to do some meal prep. So we've got our turkey burgers because we love these guys. And we're going to get some of our beef burgers too, because we also love these guys. We love the beef patties, the turkey patties. Everything we do is all about convenience and like lowest hanging fruit. See, here's the thing. If you can't stick to it long term, it doesn't do you any good. So you can white knuckle this like gourmet kitchen, like, oh, I'm going to put all this effort into my food prep. And then like a week in, you're like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And then you go back to just eating crappy food and being fat and stuff like that. And like, it's just the way it is. And it kind of sucks, right? And so realistically, like being real and realistic across the board is probably like a pretty good place to start. So I like to start with, what's the way that we can like make this the most practical, right? And so practicality comes down to, let's make it simple. That way it's repeatable, that way it's sustainable, and that way we can not only achieve the results, but we can hang on to the results forever. Again, people talk about this all the time, but they seem to really miss the point. It's like well known that the best program in the world doesn't mean anything if you can't stick to it. And so like in practical sense, it's not a good program if you can't stick to it. And so why start like best case scenario? Of course, we need to have like book smarts and best case scenario, but then we also need to really acknowledge like the practicality side of it and meet somewhere in the middle. We want to strive to be better all the time, but we also, again, guys, we live our lives. Like our priority in life is not perfection. Our priority in life is, it's different for everybody. Priorities differ for everybody involved, right? And so making sure that if it's work, if it's family, if it is whatever the case may be, whatever somebody's priorities are, we have to acknowledge that and work around that. We can't just simply be like, oh no, man, you need to put like 2 hours a day into meal prep and cooking and forget about all of your other responsibilities. And you're going to be jacked, but you're also going to hate life. But at least you'll be jacked. Like, no, dude, you don't want to be jacked and hate life. You want to be jacked and love life. There's a difference, right? We want to be jacked and we want to love life. We can do both. We can eat our cake and have it too, right? And so it is important to acknowledge that in everything we do. But happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday. We're here. We're hanging out. We're cooking some food. I'm about to put down about 1,500 calories into this belly. Then we've got our Monday group call. So inside of my school community, we do a Monday mindset call. So that is going to be today in about an hour. We do that at 10:30 on Mondays. It's a really dope call. It's going to be so much fun. Look at this, guys. We're just rocking and rolling out here, getting those patties ready to go. We're going to season our food. Today, what are we seasoning it with? We're going to go, I feel like we're going to go heavy on the salt again today. It feels kind of right, guys. I don't know. Feeling a lot of the seasoning salt. If you haven't been here before, big fan of lowest hanging fruit, minimum effective dose. Let's make things easy. So we've got these little single serving cups of jasmine rice. Super easy. We know the calories. We know the macros. We don't have to second guess it. We don't have to think too hard about it. And I know they're microwaved, but it just makes it easier, man. Like, again, sustainability. What really is worse? Is the microwave worse, or is being like 100 pounds overweight worse? Which one is actually worse in practice, right? And so it's really important to like acknowledge all of those things. And people don't. They're so dogmatic in their thinking. They're like, oh, it has to be this. Oh, chemicals this. Oh, microwave this. Well, yeah, like, so what a lot of people do is like, they say these things that are objectively correct, but then they take them completely out of context, right? Like they'll use an objective truth, and that'll be their sole justification for why their conclusion they're drawing is correct. And it's like, no, I think that's called a non sequitur. But basically, it's like, no, just because like you start with a truthful sentence doesn't mean the actual argument is logical. It doesn't mean that the conclusion you're drawing is correct. All it means is you started with like a correct statement. Like, seagulls are birds. All right? Like, I'm starting there, but then I'm going to make a statement about how like the seagull is the most like predatory bird on the planet. I don't know. That's a dumb example, but like, again, it makes no sense, right? It just makes no sense. So anyway, guys, that's my tangent. What's up? I hide in my bedroom when my microwave is on. Hey, you know, some people do. They tell you, right? Like, don't stand in front of it if you're pregnant. They tell you a lot of things to not do when you're pregnant. And, you know, what would I know? I've never been pregnant. It's not my area of expertise. But what's up, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're out here cooking some food, getting ready to put some stuff in our belly. It's a cool day, guys. It is a cool day. I'm excited for the day. We've got our Monday mindset call in about an hour. So that's inside of my school community. So that's going to be fun. We're going to talk about mindset. We're going to talk a little bit about self-esteem, self-worth, self-efficacy today. It's been on my mind a lot. So that's what we're going to chit chat about today on my mindset call. On mindset calls, what do we do? Well, we do an introduction. We practice some gratitude at the beginning of the call. We go round robin it. What are you grateful for? And then we dive into a little bit of a lesson, just a mini lesson, not super long. And then we ask questions. Every group call that I do on my school group ends with a Q&A. That way, you can ask me questions directly. I can answer, give you some one-on-one feedback, one-on-one coaching, even in a group setting. So that's what I really like about that one-to-many approach. We can give you the one-on-one individualized attention in a group setting, and your question and your experience and all of that is very likely going to help somebody else. So I think it's a really useful like tool, a really useful process, like that individualized approach in a one-to-many setting. I really like it. I think it's super dope. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. That is what we are doing today. So happy Monday. Happy Monday. So those of you that meal prep, do you eat the same thing every day? Do you mix it up? Is there variety in your life? Is there variety in your food? I do much better with less variety. I do much, much better with less variety. My thing is cognitive load, guys. I know people use that word as a buzzword, and I hate how things become so buzzy, like buzz, 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 buzz. I hate it. I hate it because I think it takes away from like things that are kind of pretty like well rooted in reality, right? And so cognitive load is something that's super important, and I think it really does get like overused as a buzzword. But what I want to be mindful of is that I have the energy to put into other things, right? And so if I'm constantly like for me, if I constantly have to figure out, well, what's this? What's that? Is this this? Is this that? It just detracts so much from my ability to put effort into anything else. And I'm just like, I hate it. I'm miserable with it. So I much, much, much prefer the boring, repeated meals every day. Because it's my preference, guys, it gives me the energy to put into other things. So it's definitely the way to go for me. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But if I'm putting effort into tracking, if I'm counting calories, tracking macros, which I don't like, I'm not a fan of, not a huge advocate for, everything has its time and place, right? But in general, it's not my favorite thing in the world. So if I'm going to put in the effort to do that, I have to make sure there's enough space in my brain to do other things. Because again, it takes effort. And so you have to be mindful of that, right? Yeah, today I'm just feeling salty goodness today, guys. Salty goodness. But how was everybody's weekend? What's going on? How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was dope. We were super productive. We got a lot done, made a lot of progress, collecting some really good data on our goals, moving in the right direction. So just overall, just very happy with how my weekend went. How did your weekend go? Did you do anything fun? Anything exciting? Was it boring? Was it stressful? You know, kind of how it was. It's a lot of cinnamon today. A lot of cinnamon today. I think that we're going to do a little bit of Italian seasoning, and then I think that's going to be it, right? We creatures of habit. Y'all, I need more Italian seasoning in my life. We have to go to the grocery store today, so that'll be fun. Excited about that. We got to get some rice because we'll be out of rice today. We won't have enough for tomorrow if we don't go to the store, so we got to go get some rice. I think I need to get some veggies, and then I'm not entirely sure what else I need. Yogurt. Yogurt is definitely on the to-do list. So we'll get some yogurt, get some veggies. It'll be good, guys. It'll be super solid. It's going to be a fun day for sure. What's up, guys? Happy Monday. Thanks for tuning in. We are making our first meal of the day, about 1,500 calories. Ask me anything, guys. I lost 84 pounds in less than a year doing simple, repeatable, sustainable habits because, guys, we can white knuckle it, but not for too long. It's miserable. Not a fan of the whole white knuckle. We don't want to go hard all the time. We want to go harder than last time, I guess. But, yeah, guys, what's up? Happy frickin' Monday. I've been super productive today. I've had a really good start to my week. Woke up to some good news. I had 2 more people join my school group overnight. So I run a free weight loss community on school. It's a really effective way for me to deliver like that one-on-one attention in a one-to-many setting. So people can interact with me directly. And then my feedback, while it's direct to the person, it is available to everybody inside of the group. And it's totally free. It's a free group. And I had 2 new members join while I was snoozing in my bed. And I absolutely love that. Like that made me so happy to wake up to that. I was like, oh, heck yeah, dude. Heck yes. I was super happy for it, super grateful. That's how I started my Monday. I woke up, went to the computer, did my gratitude, my daily audit, started my day with gratitude. And that was my gratitude for today. Because why is it my gratitude? Well, it is reinforcing the idea that the effort is paying off, right? It's hard to continue to do stuff, especially in the beginning when there's not that like initial return on investment, right? The time, the effort, the energy, we have to become skilled at like removing the emotions from it, right? Because otherwise we'll never acquire a new skill if we let emotions drive that ship. Because learning stuff's hard. Like everybody sucks at stuff in the beginning. And so you kind of have to accept that. You have to accept the idea that it's okay to suck when you're learning a new skill. But even outside of that, like small wins matter, especially early on. We want to stack those wins. We want to acknowledge all of those wins, but it just feels good when it's reinforced, when it's like, cool, man, this is dope. Like the effort that I put in over the past 3 weeks, the effort that I put in over the past week, it pays off. And it's like, cool, fantastic. I love it. And I'm grateful for it. I am super duper grateful for it. And it just, yeah, it feels good to feel good. I've said that a lot recently, but like today, man, it feels good to feel good. And today is Monday, so that means we get to squat today. I don't know how good or how effective my body is going to be at squatting after those burpees on Saturday. We did 501 burpees 4 times. We did it in 49 minutes and 45 seconds. We did the very last 51 with a 20-pound weight vest. So that was cool. I definitely didn't want to, but it was only right. I made a deal with one of you guys on the internet, one of the viewers. He said he was going to do 500. I threw it out there. I said, man, you do 500, I'll do 500. But you got to send me the video link. So sent me the video link like 2 days later. I was like, cool, man, I am going to do these in the next 7 days. I'll let you know when I make a commitment. And so I committed to Saturday. And here we are. Well, it's Monday now, but we did them on Saturday. And definitely not my favorite of things that I've done, but we made it through. We made it through. But guys, happy Monday. We're winding it down. Not for the day, just for the cooking. Because our fruit is all mixed up in the yogurt, and that is going to be so good in the belly. And then look at this, guys. This looks really good. I like the profile of this morning. It looks good. And y'all, I've been so hungry lately. Like we cut calories a little bit. Maybe about 5-6 days ago. I'd have to check exactly, but we dropped from 3,000 to about 2,850. And I can feel the difference. Like there is a significant difference in just not only like my aesthetic, like I look way leaner than 5 days ago, way leaner, which is crazy, right? But I also feel hungry in the evenings. I feel hungry when I wake up in the mornings. And so that's a good sign. Like that's really where we want to be. It's not miserable. It's manageable. I have the skills in place to manage it, even if it is miserable, but it's definitely not miserable. But, that's the phase of life that we're in. That's the goals we're heading to. We want to continue to get more jacked, more lean. Like that's the goal. I sound like, a teenage boy. I want to get jacked, but I do want to get jacked. And so we're allowed to have goals. And I want everybody to be supported in their goals. Like that's a huge thing, right? Like goals are not dumb. If you want to look good naked, let's like get you there, right? If you want to do this, you want to do that, like let's get you there. I want to get jacked, man. I want to look freaky. I want ab veins, quad veins, and we're well on our way. Yesterday and the day before, quad veins started popping back up. So I told you guys we got a little fluffy last week. Not too fluffy, like not out of control. We were just getting soft, not fluffy. And so we corrected because we make constant adjustments. We listen to the data, we record the data, we listen to it, we make decisions based on it. And quad veins have started to come back, which is dope. And so, cool guys, I'm out. That is my meal prep. Nobody asked me anything, but that's okay. We had a good time. I will check in with you guys a little bit later.